Hey everybody, Brett from Starry's Gaming here, back with part 1 of what will be a new series looking at Warhammer 40k Regicide. So we checked out this game just a few days ago in our First Impressions series, and I quite enjoyed it. The videos seem to be, fairly popular as far as the First Impressions videos goes, and I didn't have anything else to look at today, so I thought we'd just go ahead and jump into the campaign a little bit of this game and see what it's like, because I believe the campaigns are somewhat generic, but they are slightly unique for every faction. So the Blood Angels, for example, have the Angels of Death, and there's 3 acts apparently. Obviously, all three of them are going to contain, various combinations and permutations of the basic chess gameplay. But what we'll see in the campaign is that the game will set up slightly different scenarios. So you can see down here that there will be 5 tactical marines against 4 enemies there, and there's some little debris on the map, I guess, that block off certain spaces. And so it throws a couple more interesting things into the mix, other than just the unique take on chess that we saw in the First Impressions video. So let's go ahead and jump in before I talk too long, because I think these battles are going to take a fairly good amount of time. And so our primary objective is to eliminate all the enemy units. Our secondary objective is not to lose anybody, and we lose if all of our marines get eliminated.
Ethgar Prime. This frontier world offers much to the Imperium of Man. It is rich in resources and occupies a strategic location within the Sargos sector, safeguarding other worlds from aggression. However, colonizing Ethgar Prime has led to war. Savage aliens, the green-skinned Orks, have descended upon the planet and slaughtered the Imperial garrison meant to defend it. Now, a chapter of the elite Space Marines have been sent to reclaim Ethgar Prime. These are the Blood Angels, amongst the most powerful and feared warriors of the Imperium. The Blood Angels have been given a difficult task: to eradicate the Orks, take back the planet, and cement the hold of Imperial rule over the sector once more. The Orks launched a brutal ambush against the Space Marine landing force. This attack was defeated, but at a great cost. For the Blood Angel commander had been cut down. Now, a young Space Marine must take command, determined to lead his brothers to victory over the aliens.
Alright, so a nice little bit of story there. I like that there are story elements to this, because it would get very, tiresome very quickly if it were just different scenarios on a chessboard.
The Orks may have lured us here, Commander. The astropathic relay that sent the initial distress signal is still functional. It is located at Bunker 383 in the ice wastes to the north.
It is difficult to imagine such a subtle strategy from the Orks. Their brutality is matched only by their impatience for a good fight.
Okay, and so this is just going to go through the objectives again. Let's go ahead and go to the next. So movement phase, we're pretty familiar with this. Again, against the Orks, you don't want to necessarily take them head on, because they do get a bonus attacking adjacent squares. Let's lob a grenade in here.
Grenade!
That should do a little bit of damage to everybody. It looks like we missed him though. And then we've got 1 left. Let's take a shot at him. And we missed wide left from the looks of it. He's going to step up. And we got 2 misses there, so we got off a little bit lucky.
We are pushing them back.
I'm going to move you up. And let's unleash the Daka on this guy. I think we'll just try to focus fire him.
Open fire!
And we might be able to take him down this turn. No, I can't shoot him. Can you get there? No, not quite. No, okay. Well, in that case, let's have you go to ground.
Move to cover. Hey, I ain't getting away from us. Dugga, dugga, dugga.
Okay, he hit with that one.
Blast 'em! Dugga, dugga,
Gonna
dugga.
miss there, and another hit on the right. So they're starting to go after him. Let's see. What can we do here?
We
I'm gonna
shall
move you
prevail.
up.
Understood.
Let's see. I'm gonna go for an assault there.
Take that.
And then over here, let's take a shot at him.
Ready.
And he's gonna miss, so we might not be able to deal with him this turn. I didn't want to do that. There we go.
Open fire.
Okay, we got a hit there. Let's see if it's enough. Not
Smash.
quite.
Well, frag 'em, they shot.
Yikes. Okay, well, he played into my strategy there.
This thing's just as
Because I can
dangerous
just,
up close.
you know, deal with him like that.
Oi, you! Blast 'em!
They are really putting the hurt on him.
This shall be O death to the end. They fall before us.
Okay. Initiative phase, let's deal with him. And then we will have you go to ground, as well as you.
Seeking better ground.
Oh, I keep forgetting I need to click on them again
We got 'em
to
now, boss.
do that.
Dugga, dugga, dugga.
Looks like he's gonna hit there, and that might be enough to kill him. Not quite. Alright, movement
I
phase.
stand ready.
Let's get
Forward
you
to victory.
into the fight here. Oh, we can frag them again. Let's go for
Flag
that.
deployed.
Okay, so 3 to him, 1 to him.
Firing on target. Here we go.
And we're gonna miss there.
I was thinking this would be a
He's...
real
wow,
shot.
surprisingly he's not gonna go for the kill there.
We are pushing
I'm
them.
gonna
They
take that
fall
opportunity
before
to,
spearheading assault.
finish him off. I would have been able to kill him either way, but I'm surprised he didn't go for the finish with him when he had the chance.
Open fire.
And we're going to get another miss there, so we're not going to be able to deal with him this turn. Unfortunately. That's going to hit, though. And let's put a little bit more fire on him.
Open fire. Boys, move it out.
Okay, so he's going to miss pretty badly there.
Blast 'em. Yes, brother captain.
You can't assault. You can't either. Oh, I need to move first. That's
I
why.
stand ready.
I'm going to move here.
The enemy has few places left to run.
If for any reason we weren't able to kill him this turn, I don't want him to be able to step through us there and kill him. Okay, so we'll do some damage there. Hopefully he can finish the job. And he can. Perfect. So we only lost 1 guy. I mean, obviously that was my fault that we did, but I kind of assumed we weren't going to be able to get out of there without any losses. So, let's see. We gained some XP. Eventually, I think we can start customizing these guys. Let's check out the next mission.
What is it, Baldassar? Do your psychic gifts reveal something else?
I sense a disturbance deep in the forest. A powerful alien mind. Perhaps an enemy psyker.
Tactical Squad Theron, move out and secure the astropathic relay. If the Orks truly baited us here, let us learn why. Baldassar, you will accompany me and the rest of our forces. I want to find this disturbance of yours and put an end to it. Permanently.
The enemy is pressing the attack.
They will regret standing in our way. Space Marines, attack!
Okay, so let's see. Eliminate all enemies, do not lose a single unit, and we lose if we lose all our tactical marines. So same as last time, a little bit different layout here. Not sure exactly how the cover works. I think it's just a space denial. I don't think you can shoot over it. But we will see. We probably won't see because I can't move backwards as far as I know. Movement phase. Now, if I move either of these guys up, he can take them. If I move him up, he can take him. If I move him up 2, he can take him. If I move him up, he can take him. So I think I'm just going to move him up 1.
Yes, brother.
And then we will drop a frag right here and hit all 3 of them. Okay, so 2 misses on the perimeter there. But we at least dealt some damage to the guy in the center. And he's going to miss pretty badly. He's going to make a pretty interesting move and a pretty smart one on their part. That'll do some damage, I'm sure. Yeah. Good move on their part, though. If he'd moved here, I could have taken him. But right there, he's got the advantage because they do a lot more damage than we do. He's going to need to stay there because if I move him up, we risk getting taken.
I stand ready. Yes, brother
So,
Captain. Your orders.
how do I want to go about this?
We shall
I think I'll move
prevail.
him.
Attack!
Okay, apparently I can do that.
Spearheading assault.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that worked. But it did. Okay. So, we shot him in the back and killed him. That's an interesting move there. And then let's assault this guy. And then we will just continue to focus fire on him. And hopefully we can get him out of the way. If not this turn, then early next turn.
Open fire.
And of course you're going to miss. So he's going to step up
This would be a good shooting.
and go to ground. Not a very
Yes,
smart
brother,
move on
Captain.
his part.
They fall before the defenses crumble, brother Captain.
So we will go ahead and take him. And now that we're here, let's go ahead and
You will
start going at him from close range.
weapon ready.
And I don't want to jinx it, but we may be able to get out of this one without losing anybody. Okay, movement
We are
phase.
pushing them back.
No, don't do that.
This shall be. They fall before spearheading assault.
Really love the animations in this game and the sounds and just everything's really, really well done. It's pretty surprising. Let's see.
Open fire.
I mean, it's not surprising, but it's definitely very well done. I believe the voice cast is taken entirely from the Dawn of War series, or at least the major ones that you probably recognize. Okay, apparently he moved at the same time that we were firing. We'll just take him.
The defenses spearheading assault.
And that should end it. Well, it will end it. And we didn't lose anybody that time, so awesome. It was kind of a weird setup where basically whoever had to move more was at a disadvantage because everybody was in position to get taken if they moved forward. But let's go and see what's up next. And looks like I leveled up. I don't know what that exactly means. And let's go ahead and I don't know how we can spend these. I think these guys have to level up, and that's how they change appearance. I don't know if it'll actually let you manually change it, but we will find out shortly. Let's go ahead and... Okay, so we got SP, which lets us buy abilities. XP, I don't know what is good for other than leveling up. Let's go ahead and start the next mission, though, because these are going relatively quickly, so we'll do as many as we can this episode.
Commander Draco, I sense no survivors. The colonists have been wiped out, and the Orks infest this world like a disease.
If that is true, Baldassar, then we are the cure.
They cannot stand against us.
Wipe them out!
Okay, so our primary objective is to eliminate the Ork heavy weapon. If we can do it in under 5 turns, we get a bonus, and we lose if they're all eliminated. Apparently, we don't have to worry about anybody else. So we will focus on him.
Weapons at the ready.
And to do that,
ready.
I guess we will
Yes, brother captain.
leave these guys where they are because they get a bonus from... Well, I have to actually use it, but they get a bonus from not moving if you
prevail.
use that skill.
Forward to victory.
So we will advance solely with the tactical marines.
Frag grenade deployed.
And so we are... really? We missed? Going to focus fire on him as much as we can. And try to deal with him in 5 turns. Because I think... Is it under 5 turns? Within 5 turns. That's a little bit vague, I feel like. Okay, movement phase. I actually feel like that was a poor choice on my part because I can't move him up now. Let's see, what I can do is move him up.
The enemy has few places left to run.
And since you haven't moved, you do a damage bonus. Oh, but you're too far away. Okay, well that is problematic, isn't it?
Weapon ready.
And he's gonna miss. You can't shoot at him. So I'm gonna put you in take aim. And then, let's see, let's have you shoot at this guy just because.
Just a few more shots from me death gun, and this will all be over. Oi, you! Eat this! Blast 'em! Oi, you! Eat this!
Okay, so we're gonna need to free up our bishops to allow them to move. And so what I think I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put him here. Oh, I can't. Never mind.
Yes, brother captain.
I'm gonna have to move him up. That way he can move. This guy's gonna have to go that way, which is fine. And actually, I think I'll do that.
Hide from us.
Let's do that this turn.
As you command.
Okay. We'll put him back and take aim.
And will not escape our wrath.
You just need to shoot somebody because we can't hit him yet.
Weapon ready.
And he's gonna miss too, so that's not gonna help us a whole lot. Let's just keep shooting at this guy, I guess.
If you
Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to do this in 5 turns.
easy target.
Although he just set me up big time right there. That's a gift if I've ever seen one.
We are pushing. They fall before. Destroy them.
Okay. Now then. What do we want to do here? We should probably continue to kill this guy just because he's in a somewhat threatening position there because he could, you know, conceivably kill this guy in 2 turns.
Charge!
Okay, so I don't know that we'll... No, especially not with that. I was going to say, I don't think we'll be able to deal with him this turn, and we definitely won't be able to now.
Weapon ready.
Do a little bit more damage there. We should be able to get him next turn. Hopefully he can't one-shot this guy. Oh, seriously? That was a terrible move. Okay. Well, we'll take the win then. I might have just done that in 5 turns completely through no, you know, no fault of my own. They totally gave me that. Were we able to do it in 5 turns? Yeah, we were. Okay. Yeah, we got the 100 or the 600 there and the 400 there, so we got all 1,000. But yeah, they totally gave me that. Let's see. I don't know what this means. Level 0, level 20, level 0, level 5, 0, 10, 0, 15, 0, 25. But we'll see. I know at some point the Marines slowly change appearance. I don't know if that's through something that you can do yourself or if it just sort of happens as they see battle. But we will obviously find out through the campaign, because I've seen the different customization options. Again, I don't know if they're actually customization options or just stuff that happens throughout the course of the campaign, but I've seen what they look like and they're pretty cool. Before we jump into another mission, let me make sure we have time, so I will be right back. Okay, so we have a couple minutes, but not quite enough to do another mission, I don't think, especially if they get progressively more complicated. So let's hop back to the campaign menu and see if there's anything else we can do, or if it's just going to be mission after mission. This is the one we just did. This is next. Apparently there's going to be a couple of them we have to deal with, but it doesn't look like there's really anything else. Let's see. It just shows us what our available troops are, apparently. Nothing that we can click and actually do anything with. So yeah, I don't know that we'll actually be able to customize the units, but like I said, they definitely will change appearance to show that they've been in combat. What else can we do? None of that's all that interesting. Game settings. Let's go back to the main menu and look at the armory really quickly, because we did get some skill points. Oh, we have a lot of skill points, 55. Apparently that's not enough to get any of these though. So we need at least 100 to get a new skill, which should be like another, maybe like 1 or 2 missions probably, because I think we got like 50 from 1 mission maybe? If not, I mean, we've only played 3, so it shouldn't take us too much longer to get the remaining 45. But let's see. So Null Zone removes all shields. Angel of Death. Surrounding enemies are cursed with hesitant fear. Their abilities costing double the regular IP cost until a friendly unit is eliminated. That's actually a really good ability, because even snapshots then would cost double, and so they would be really, really hampered. And if you were careful, you could make that last a really long time. You could just slowly whittle away all of the units and then finally kill one when everybody's, you know, pretty vulnerable. No matter the odds, targeted units take courage against his enemies, gaining toughness for each adjacent foe. So it's basically just a buff for somebody who's surrounded. Not a bad skill. I don't know what exactly courage does for you, but maybe it's just like a bonus to crit chance. Defense would be better. And, you know, like Iron Halo, for example, is a pretty good skill. Let's see. Auspex. Units engaged in Auspex scanner increases the critical hit chance of itself and nearby allies. Okay, so that's just like a damage buff. Well, it's a crit buff. Let's see. Chapter Banner places a chapter banner down, bolstering the weapon skill of nearby Marines. So that's like an AoE buff. That seems like it'd be pretty useful, especially if you're playing, you know, a full chess game where you've got a lot of pieces on the board. That would be pretty useful, because I imagine the buff is Area 1. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's like one tile or one tile immediately out. I assume it's one tile immediately away from each, or from the center point. So basically the same as the grenade, which isn't too bad. Shrouding. Targeted unit becomes untargetable by enemy unit and player abilities. Lasts until unit attacks or takes damage. Interesting, okay. So basically they can't shoot at you or anything, but they can still frag you, and they can still take you through normal chess means. So good for somebody who's taking damage and kind of like out on an island. Righteous Fury, gain an additional initiative point. That would be pretty useful in some instances, although if it costs an initiative point and you get an extra one, that's kind of a wash. So I don't know how that works. We'll have to try that out. And then Narthesium, I think is how you pronounce that. A supporting tile is placed down, restoring wounds to a unit each round for as long as it stays in the area. Okay, so like an AoE heal, that's pretty cool, because right now we have just a single unit heal. This is like an AoE heal that you just sort of place. Sort of like a healing sigil from other games. So that's pretty cool, and those are the options for the Space Marines to unlock. Like I said, we're a little over halfway there, so it should be too long before we can get one of these. Angel of Death seems like the best one, but it may not be the most immediately useful. So we'll figure out what we want to take. Chapter Banner to me seems like a pretty good one as well. Null Zone, not too concerned with that. This is also a pretty good one. But actually, the ones that they give you are also pretty good. Sail is really good. Obviously, only in death is good. It's a single unit heal. Artificer armor basically just boosts your armor, and then Iron Halo, personal shield which absorbs the first attack that would normally deal damage. So it basically gives you a free get out of damage free card at the beginning of the turn. Pretty useful. I was using it a lot in my side playthroughs, when I was messing around in intermediate to see if I could beat it, and I think I used it a little bit in the first impressions video as well. But a pretty good skill there. We definitely don't want to replace that. Anywho, we can't do anything about that yet, and we'll look at the Orks later if we decide to play the Ork campaign. But I'm fairly certain we're out of time at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and break off the episode here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you guys think of Regicide so far in the comments. You guys were pretty quiet about it on the first impressions video, but it did get quite a few views, and it did fairly well, so there was definitely some interest there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys back here for part 2 of our Warhammer 40k Regicide Let's Play.